Family Foundation tutors, I'm going to try to put together a series of videos for our science this year. Hopefully that'll help to keep everybody on the same page. And I know we're going to try to go over weeks 1 to 12 at the tutor meeting. And so by the time we get to December, we might forget what was said in August. So I'm going to do a video for each of the experiments for weeks 1 to 6, and then probably just 1 or 2 for the final 6 weeks from week 7 to 12, because they're fairly self-explanatory. But I'll show the materials that we have so that you know exactly what is going to be brought to Community Day each week. All right, so this is just a general overview for the whole science for weeks 1 to 6. What we're going to be using for the weeks 1 to 6 is the Foundations Guide. In there, for each week, it tells what experiment what experiment we'll be doing. And then weeks 1 to 6, all of the experiments are in the Van Cleves experiment book here. We'll be sharing resources again like we did last year, so we'll have 3 sets of resources to share between the 6 classes. Sheena will be bringing the materials each week. The materials provided are basically exactly what is outlined in the Van Cleves book. If there is something else that you would like, you can ask Sheena. We have some supplies that are just extra left over from last year, and so she might have something on hand if you need that. There's also a couple additional resources that we've found that you can help with your weekly planning. So you don't have to use these. These are just for your, I guess, just to help you if you want to look at them. So this one, I will post these 2 on Slack. This first one is just found on CC Connected, but it's by the user Nicole Liam, and even if you don't have CC Connected subscription, she said that I can share it with all the tutors. So I will put that up. She just has an outline basically with a procedure to follow, a little more in depth than what was in the Van Cleves. Gives a couple questions that you can ask, and she also has, these should be in color, I just don't have a color printer. So she has diagrams for each experiment, which are kind of nice visuals to show the class for each week. So I'll have those on Slack for everybody to look at. There's also this document that I found that's it's just called NAMES, like for the acronym for Foundations, with naming, attending, memorizing, expressing, and storytelling. So I like this because a lot for the attending. So she gives a lot of additional questions and prompts to get the discussions going for the science experiments, because some of them can seem short, but a lot of the focus is just supposed to be on discussions and questioning and giving time for that. So just a reminder from the tutor training. So CC, the focus for hands-on science is the attending skill. So giving the students opportunities to think of questions and providing opportunities for discussions. Tutors are to give time to think and wonder, and then the parents can expand more on the activities at home. So 3 questions when you're doing your lesson planning to find out if you're on the right path would be: question 1, did you ask questions and help facilitate discovery in class? 2, were all the students engaged? And 3, can parents do this at home? So we want to keep it simple so parents can replicate and then go into more detail as they choose. Also to remember about the showing and not sharing. So each parent probably does not have a subscription to CC Connected. So we need to be sure that we're only showing those materials in class and not sending them home. So we don't need to bring things for the students, like handouts for them to fill in and take home. That should, if you do bring them in, it should be on rare occasion and not each week. So just remembering to keep it simple, to keep it classical, and the parents can go more in depth. So I will make I will post more videos on each of the experiments to come.